Hey guys, Tony Denaro here. Welcome back to the channel. We are 9.5 months now into a bear market that began in November of 2021. And tomorrow we find out the latest interest rate hikes from the FOMC. We'll be live streaming that. Be sure and tune in tomorrow to the live stream if you want to hear what Jerome Powell has to say and my thoughts after that. Now, there are going to be some losses along the way, and I'm not just talking about on your portfolio. There are going to be losses of investors in the coming months and in the coming year to this bear market. So let's talk about that, the ones that we're going to lose, and how the real great traders are born in a bear market and how you can survive. Let's get right into it. There's an old saying that everyone is a genius in a bull market. And boy, we saw a lot of geniuses in late 2020 and 2021. It was hard to do anything wrong. A lot of new investors came into the market, and some of these people are still influencers to this day, but some of them are dropping by the wayside. Patience is one of the tenets, one of the principles that I've always preached on this channel, and I'm going to continue to preach it because it is going to be one of the keys to your survival in the coming months, maybe the coming year. That and having a diversified, risk-balanced portfolio where you're not trying to stack all of your money into one risky play or one or two risky plays. I was going to try and come up with a bunch of words of wisdom for you so that you're not one of the losses along the way, but I found this great article on thestreet.com and I want to share it with you. The 5 keys to follow to survive and become a great trader in a bear market. Let's get into the article. I will put a link to this article in the video description for you, but let's go over the highlights because I think this is information that is critical for you guys to understand and for you to really take to heart. Number 1, patience. The biggest mistake traders make in a poor market is that they are impatient. You've seen time and time again, people telling you to buy stocks when they are running up, and I'm telling you, wait, be patient, wait for that good buy-in time. The price is going to come back down, and almost every single time it has, and then we get our entry. The people that are rushing in are identifying a stock that they want to own, and maybe it's a great stock to own, but they rush in too fast or they rush in when it is running up. You need to be patient. Then they become a bag holder as the stock starts coming down and they try and average down and average down and average down. Patience and good chart reading skills can tell you what a good entry is into a stock. And let me tell you, in a bear market, even with a good entry, you still could face some losses. That is okay. We're going to get into that in the next couple bullet points. The other thing that happens when people are not patient is they start taking losses and then they sell. And then they're out of the trade when the market recovers because they don't know when to get back in, and they miss the key opportunity to make profits because when markets recover, the run-ups often happen quickly. You guys often hear me say, don't spend all your money on one purchase, average in incrementally, and keep some dry powder on the side. These are the key tenets of having patience. And that rolls us right into point number 2, having a supply of buying power or having some cash on the side. Now, at the end of 2021, we talked on this channel about getting out of any margin positions and starting to accumulate cash because a bear market was coming and you want to have that cash on the side. As it says here, your view of market conditions is largely a function of buying power. If you are fully invested in a downtrend, it is misery. But if you have substantial buying power, then you tend to see opportunities and not losses. And let me tell you, if you were buying in 2021 and you're still holding, probably like most of us, those positions are in a loss. That is okay. Bear markets don't last forever. But having some buying power, some liquidity, some cash on the side right now is going to enable you to buy some of these stocks that you identify that are good purchases and that are on sale in a bear market. And in a year or two, when things are better, you're going to thank yourself for the purchases that you make in a bear market, no matter how painful they may be right now. Number 3, familiarity. Now in a bear market is a good time to identify some great stocks that you would like to own, and you have time to get to know them. You have time to research them. A poor market is a good time to become familiar with good stocks that will pay off when conditions change. I'm looking at Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Apple. These are going to be some great buys, and there are going to be some great prices coming up on these stocks. Pfizer might be another one. We're going to talk about Pfizer later this week. If you are patient, you gain familiarity. The longer you watch a stock and follow the news, the more you understand what will eventually cause it to make a big move. If you know the nature of a stock, then you will be better prepared to act when the time is right. Number 4 is persistence, or what I call not giving up. Hey, a bear market is emotionally wearing on everybody. You see this every single day on Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. And skipping down into the middle of the paragraph, it says a big part of persistence is cultivating a positive mindset. You can't spend every day focusing on the negative. The negative is not going anywhere, guys. Stop watching the lines and focus on the positive. This is a buying opportunity. And guess what? If you don't have the cash, go get another job. There's plenty of jobs out there. Get off the couch, get off of YouTube, and go get some liquidity, because this is the deal of a lifetime right now. Without a doubt, you will find great trades in a lousy market if you are persistent and if you are patient. Number 5, have a thesis and a plan. Make sure you have a clear thesis and a plan for every trade you are making, and admit when you were wrong or when conditions change. Why do you think a stock is going to be a big winner? What is unique about the situation that will eventually lead to a strong move? Have you thought about that for your stocks? I know some of you have. What is your plan for trading as it develops? When is the right time to start ramping up the size of your position, and when should you cut it? These are all things to think about while you cultivate patience. Every trade that I make, when I make a purchase, I already know what price I'm going to be selling at. And when it hits that price, I sell it. You've seen me do that many times. I don't question my plan. I stick to the plan. I take those profits. And if things change, if the condition that you bought the stock on changes, then it's time to reconsider. Now, many of us are just stuck in trades where the conditions haven't changed, the market changed. And in those conditions, I am sticking with the stocks that I bought, the stocks that I love, the stocks that I had a plan with, because the conditions pertinent to that company have not changed. The market has changed. The economy's changed. The Fed screwed us. The administration and Congress screwed us by printing money. That is not a company-specific condition. Everyone who thought they were a genius in 2020 and 2021, well, some hard lessons have been learned. We've lost some along the way. We're going to continue to lose more. I'd like to not see you be one of the ones that we lose along the way. We're going to continue talking about the economy. We're going to be continuing on focusing on macroeconomics and the Fed, because not many stocks are going to be able to fight the Fed. If you're worried about why is your stock going down, take a look around, guys. Stop focusing on one stock. You got to pull your head up and look around and realize you are in a bear market. And despite what you've been told, your beloved stock is not going to survive a bear market. It's going to go down like everything else. And when things change, when the Fed changes its direction, everything is going to come back up. This is where the patience comes in. I hope to see you along the way. I am Tony DeNaro. Join me on my live streams where we talk about stocks, options, crypto, real estate, owning your own business. All of your questions answered, no super chats required. I sure hope to see you on one of those live streams. Join me tomorrow, for example, while we watch Jerome Powell's speech and discuss what is next in the market. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.